Hello everyone, Tallastar here. Welcome to a brand new series. Today we're going to be starting off our lovely Let's Play inside the data pack, mod pack, resource pack, custom whatever version of Minecraft, Matcha Flavoured. This is a lovely little pack created by Clay. I'll be linking his channel down below. I haven't at this point watched any of the videos. I've just kind of seen a couple of reviews for this pack and thought, what better way to start our very first Let's Play than with something brand new with a lot of love from their creator. Something that's vanilla-esque, but definitely more fun. So, we've spawned here in this area. Looks like we have a fairly good spawn area, maybe, for at least for building, because there's a lovely little area of stone over there. There's mostly flat land. There's some area without trees to cut down to make a base and all that. But yeah, let's just kind of get going. So, in this mod pack, you'll notice a couple things immediately off the start. You'll notice that there's no hunger. With no hunger, why would we even eat food? Well, from my understanding, there's no automatic health regeneration either. My guess, based off of my little bit of reading and a couple of reviews, is that maybe we use food to regenerate our health in this pack. I'm personally a little unsure. This is meant to be in the same mindset, from my understanding, as Raspberry Flavoured's mod pack is, but instead of adding a bunch of things like create and all this other stuff and adding mods, this creator has curated something very special for everybody. It makes the early game, well, more entertaining, if you will. There's actually no rushing here for things like grinding out levels and all that other stuff. From my understanding, I don't even know how experience or anything works in this either. I'm kind of going into this about as blind as maybe some of you. So if you want to play along, just go down. What you basically can do is you can go to the Modrinth website and download his their pack for Clay's pack. You'll download it, and as of right now in the current version, you need to put the same pack inside the data packs folder of your instance and inside your resource pack for your Minecraft instance. If you put both in there, then everything should load in just fine. There are some edits and stuff that you can do. I think it's automatically default as normal, if I remember correctly. And on their page on Modrinth, they'll explain a little bit more installation tips for you and everything. So it'll be very interesting. Ooh, a pig. So anyway, what I do understand is this is definitely like Raspberry from the fact that we're here to use the advancement table to actually get around. So with that being said, let's see what we've got. I kind of, with this area, want to maybe build inside of this mountain. I usually end up building inside a mountain, or I do a lawn base because I'm mostly a modded player. Pure vanilla is something that I haven't actually tried to play into recently in the last like 6 months. Again, in a long time. Haven't played pure vanilla Minecraft effectively since the Caves and Cliffs update, if I believe. So returning to a pack like this will actually, I think, keep me grounded in the vanilla world without making myself bored, if you will. Vanilla Minecraft to me is not fun really without fellow players, hence the SMP that we are running. So that's something I got to keep in mind there. We can probably go ahead and make some tools and everything. So let's go ahead and make a crafting table. Let's see. So from my understanding, if I remember correctly, we are definitely going to want a wooden hoe in the beginning, and we're going to want, not that, but sure. We're definitely going to want a wooden pickaxe and a wooden axe. And last but not least, we're going to definitely have a wooden sword. Now, sure. Okay, so we can pick up grass using this and grain and stuff. Okay. So there's not just normal seeds here. I know there's a bunch of different foods added and stuff, but it looks like a hoe in this game acts, and this pack acts similar to shears for grass. So that's interesting. Oh, another portal. Oh, wow. We got a lot, actually. Like, oh my goodness. Lodestone, some obsidian, some iron, a golden hoe. We'll get some of this for later. This is basalt, I think. Oh, this is hellstone. Is that not the same? Who knows? Actually, this looks like maybe a netherrack replacement. So it looks like, so Matcha, like we were talking about, uses the advancements, right? We're not going to be using a quest book here. There's no like quest book over here, nothing like that. And then we have our advancements here. So we actually have, it looks like a lot of fun items. Interesting. Okay. If I did, so we can create saplings, it looks like, just from leaves instead. So we'll need to keep that in mind. But we can create flour using wheat. Okay. Interesting. So what happens when I use create flour? If I use a water bottle in that, I can make dough. The dough will probably turn into bread, etc., etc. Hold on one moment. Where were we? Ah, yes, grass. Wow, I've lost my train of thought. Yeah, we're using the advancements, so we're gonna, first of all, no. So it looks like we're gonna be using these to get through here. There's no quest book or anything, so everything is ran through the advancements from my understanding. So from my understanding as well, there are no stone tools in this, just like in Raspberry Flavored, which I have played. If I were to go get this stuff, you know, usually you unlock some items and all that. But one of those items you unlock, or you don't unlock, stone tools. I jump straight to the copper, and I think it adds other things as well. Like, we're not just here for copper. You know, I was going to build over here, but I think what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to build over here, question mark, maybe? Yes, thank you, sheep. I think I want to build maybe over here. Oh, I guess if I'm going to punch grass, I should probably do it with this, because this is going to be a lot better to do it with. I see coal. I think this is coal. Coal, question mark? Coal! We'll see what happens if I kill a sheep. Can I get wool from you when I kill you? I get tattered leather? But no wool. Okay. Alright, we're going to go ahead and probably start an area over here. This will be our basic build area. We'll have a lot of exploring that we'll probably end up having to do in the world. Because there's things like villagers to go find and all that stuff, and I don't want to build in a village. I've started in villages before. I've done a lot of different things. The one thing I haven't really done a whole lot of, though, is building above ground without doing a lawn base. So clear out some of this, and then from my understanding, we've got we have some things to do like kindling, and then we'll use a fire starter. Aha! We did it! Prometheus be damned is right. All right, so after that, reveal the hidden aspect of a food by cooking it on a campfire or an oven. Use a hoe to harvest grass and dry it on a campfire. Let's wait. Dry grass? Short dry grass. How interesting. Let's see what food does now. Oh, it does heal. Okay. However, that's not what it's looking for. Reveal the hidden aspect of a food by cooking it on a campfire or an oven. Construct a kiln made from mud bricks. Okay. Let's put this down, and then we'll put mother of pearl. All right. So we can create the leathered armor and all that. Cool. What is a tinder for? Oh, a chemistry stand is. Oh. Okay. That's already super different. So we need to make. Whoa. We jumped a few steps and got the iron achievement unlocked. Okay. It on a campfire or an oven. I did that already. So I don't know why that's broken. Okay. Alright, so we need mud bricks. That's what you're for. Ah, okay. Let's go ahead and get more of these here. See what happens when I craft that while that's doing its thing. So packed mud. Mud bricks. Mud kiln requires 2 things of packed mud, 4 mud bricks, and a kindling. Kindling is the logs, if I remember correctly, 2 logs and a stick. and some sticks. So I should be able to do this, that, and that for a mud kiln. And then place it right there. Use a mud kiln to smelt some copper. Cook a secret. Okay, so I still need to do this powerful flavors thing. Let's see what we got going on here. I'm so used to modded Minecraft to just be able to throw things in my inventory like that. I've got the golden hoe, so I don't really need to worry about that right this moment. Definitely need to go ahead and make some torches, though. Oh, it does more than I thought. Okay. Wow, that's like creator level luck. I would have never gotten that lucky on my own. That's crazy. Go ahead and try to get as much copper as we can here. And while we're at it, let's get some stone. Let's go ahead and make a home for us. I do want to kind of get our first starter home shelter area built, because it'll definitely be nice to go ahead and have. I don't know how big of one we're going to get, but probably not super big. Okay, so while that's finished and all that, we've probably got enough to get copper tools. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a jump cut, boop, 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 and go and get some wood, some stone, maybe some more copper, and everything. If I find iron, I'll stop for a moment and like record that instance of a moment, just that way you guys can see that. And I will see you guys in just a little bit once we have all of our resources to actually build our proper first house. So we've been around for a little bit. I did figure out the powerful flavors thing because an apple finally dropped. Let's start with that. I haven't eaten it yet though, so let's see what happens. I have some hearts left to refill. Let's see what happens when I eat it. Oh, we get regeneration for cooked apples. Okay, that's cool. We get regeneration for a few seconds. The more we probably do with that, the better. We did go and get the part of the frame done here. Haven't decided how tall I'm going to make this quite yet. Or I hadn't at the moment, or I hadn't before this, but I think I'm sitting here looking at it. I think I know exactly how tall we want to make this. Making some glass to do some fun things with that later on. We also moved this a little bit. Let's go ahead and get this grass out, because what I want to do is this flooring is not going to be grass, but I want to actually use packed mud for the flooring. I think packed mud bricks or something like that would be really interesting for the aesthetic. Probably gonna end up doing cobblestone, like we said, cobblestone walls, oak frame, and then birch roof with a birch door. But I haven't fully decided quite yet on every measurement and everything. We're gonna do that as we go. Did want to go ahead and figure all that out for you guys as much as I can. So, but yeah, this is going to be our main base headquarters here. We'll probably end up tearing this down at some point and building it up, or I might be making just a little general area, or I might make a like little mini village. Oh my goodness, or compound or something like that here. So. But as you can see, we did get full copper gear. In regards to tools, I only have one other piece of copper left, and we got our first raw iron that I found. So that'll be very interesting, I think. Let's go ahead and put all that stuff there. That way we can go ahead and start our build, and let's get this going. Okay, ready for the big reveal? Boom! We swapped the pallets. Probably could do some fun window things there, but this isn't my permanent house, I don't think. If I decide this is going to be my permanent house, we can figure that out. But this is it. This is our first humble abode inside of Matcha. This is our little mud floors. We got our little sounds here. We got our beds here. Whoop. We got some starting chests over here and all that. We have an open ceiling. We'll probably be closing this off and making it a proper storage area later on. But I haven't quite decided what to do with this area yet. I did bring this in because what I found is if you have meat and you don't cook it here and you use this, it becomes bad. So it becomes terrible. It's like charred or something. But we also, let's see what we've gotten accomplished. So we've gotten these. So we need, looks like we're trying to get some smooth stone from a kiln. Next, we're needing a brush. Oh, interesting. And then we'll have other things happening later on, like blast furnaces made and all that stuff. And then here, we need an oven, it looks like, up here. And then we have some fun little food things here. So this is spreading out a lot, but I kind of wish I could just make this bigger. But anyway, I don't know how to make an oven. I'll have to figure it out. But that's kind of it, guys. If you want to see more of this stuff, just make sure you hit that like button. Let me know that you enjoyed it and everything. Comment down below if you've played Matcha. I want to kind of know what you guys think of it so far. I think Clay has done a really good job making everything here so far that I've seen. I like the little bit of changes in the early game. It definitely feels like they're getting their idea across very well so far. I can't wait to see what I have left. I think we're going to end this series off probably once I beat the Ender Dragon. And collect both the Ender Dragon has to die, and I have to get all of the advancements in the advancement tree finished. Once we're not gonna talk about it. Once we do that, we'll probably end up being done with the series. But that's kind of what we did here. We just kind of got our first shelter. We got the first understanding of our tools. We got some iron. We got our first piece of iron officially, like raw iron. In between episodes, I think I'm gonna go get some resources and everything. Maybe get some iron tools, depending on how difficult that is. If that's part of a deep process and everything, we'll figure it out. But I'm gonna try to not do much past, like, I'll build a brush, get this stuff handled, and I'll probably not do much besides until I probably won't do anything with this stuff. We're probably just gonna go gather some resources, maybe try to get some food going and see how that works. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you want to be notified of more videos, and make sure you hit that bell so you can be. And for those of you that want to possibly join me in playing a game, we are still running the vanilla perfected server. Applications will be in the description below on a Google form, or you can join our Discord and we can do an application via DMs or publicly in the chat. So, and if you want to join the Discord, of course, that's where everything will be uploaded. You can see me, some of my friends' videos get posted. That's where we hang out sometimes. And that is where you'll be able to see a lot of the fun Starfall updates for the server and everything as well as the future mod pack releases for Starhaven and upgrades on that. I will see you guys then. Bye.